Greetings, technology enthusiasts. I am Chandrahas and I am delighted to be here with you representing CyberBrainer. Do you not believe that the technology sector is advancing at an unprecedented rate, making this an opportune moment to acquire the skills that will facilitate your progress? With CyberBrainer, we are empowering you to take control of your own future. At CyberBrainer, we do not merely impart your interests. We assert that information is power, yet it is the application of knowledge that distinguishes you. Our courses are meant to equip you with essential skills, whether you are pursuing data science, understanding artificial intelligence, or delving into cybersecurity. Let us commence the session and seize the future today. Thank you.
Within the clipboard, if you observe, you get to see a lot of pages. Pages as in not the page concept that we discussed yesterday. A page as in here a collection of data elements, you could say. There are a lot of pages within the clipboard, but what are we interested is in these 4 categories of the clipboard pages. I have something called as user pages, then data pages, then I have some linked property pages and system pages. Now, what are these? How is each one of it significant? User pages is something which has data related to all the user interactions of that particular case. When I fill in the details right. Suppose there is an application and I fill in the details for a transaction. All of that data will be part of the user pages category. Everything related to user interactions will be available under the user pages. And then I have something called as data pages. This data pages is specific to read only information within the application. Suppose sometimes you might get some external data into your application. And maybe that could be a read-only data. In order to view that, you should check on the data pages category. Or to give you a simple example, when I open my banking portal to check my balance. Balance has to be a read-only field. Correct? It should not be editable. If you sort of try to, get this data into your application, it would be under the data pages category. It will be typically a read-only information. This is something called as linked property pages. This is something which deals with linked properties. Generally, linked property pages are accessed by your senior system architects and lead system architects, which is a bit of advanced aspect. We don't need to generally worry about these linked property pages. This is something called as linked property pages. This is something called as linked property pages. If you want to look at data related to the current user, which operator has logged in, or which operator raised this case, or what is the current active user session, or which application you are in, what is the organization division unit, all of that can be checked on the system pages category. According to what kind of data you are looking at, you need to choose the respective clipboard category. If I want to look at system related information, I should check only on the system pages. There is no point checking in the user pages category because it doesn't have any related information to the system. We should clearly know which category holds what kind of data. Right. These 4 categories, and out of which the most used one is the user pages, because that's where most of the user interaction happens. I think for BA that is important. I think it exact. And in specific within the user pages also, there are again multiple pages inside it. Right? But one page that is of a specific interest for us is called PY work page. Out of all the pages available on user pages category, I am interested in PY work page. This PI work page is sort of a dynamic page. If I run a case instance related to recruitment, the PY work page will consist of data related to work recruitment. Or you can say just recruitment. If I run an onboarding case type, PY work page will turn to onboarding case type. The name is the same. The name is the same. Is dynamic and PX. PI work page is dynamic. Y work page is dynamic data. Correct? Correct. This PY work page, the prefixes PSEX, PY, PZ are sort of I can say like PX and PZ values. They cannot be modified. They are provided by the system. They are generated by the system and you cannot modify those values. You cannot change it. If required, you can access them and you can, process in your application, but you cannot manipulate that data. Whereas PY and PX can be modified. Only once the clipboard is ready, we'll just get to see this. In theory, it's a bit difficult to understand, like why you want to modify it. In fact, generally BAs do not create anything like PXP, Y, PZ properties. We wouldn't do that. It's basically, I don't remember reading anything about this in the past once. Is this still in the sense, is it a good to know, like it's good to know this? Yes, sort of. Is this also a part of the syllabus? No. This PX, PY is part of the syllabus, but your clipboard and data, the categories of pages. Yes, they are part, they are only. Oh. It's good to know, no, it's helpful really. No, I was just trying to understand because I don't remember reading that. Otherwise, it's good to know. It's good to know more information. Because when you open the clipboard, you see a lot of data in it. It's good to know what you. Correct? It's helpful. That's it. If you're reading in the academy once, you will not know all that. What's happening there? Working is always different from what you read in theory, isn't it? Correct? It's always that. Even it's the same for even CSA and CBSA also. Because once you are into any project, you should be able to handle any kind of topics and concepts. And that comes with experience, I think. You can't read in that. Correct. And even the project team, the leads, they wouldn't categorize people based upon their certifications. If suppose there's a task that is assigned to me, I should not say that I am only a CSS certified. I cannot do this. I should take it down. No, actually, I think now certifications are given more weight. I'm doing it because you have to do it. But otherwise, I never bothered to do any kind of certification for anything because it is just, I feel you get more information from what you're learning rather than with your co-workers or from seniors, or if you're doing from the project rather than you holding a book and wasting time. I used to feel exactly. But nowadays people to pick resume is they first need the certifications. This is still loading. Check. If you're waiting for something, mine is done. It's saying exit. Can I exit this one? No errors, right? You will see two tabs there on the top. One shows errors and one shows logs. Can you check if there are any errors? From by any chance any errors? This is like build successful. It is showing in this one. Build success and nothing, no errors. No error. Great. Then you can exit. Now will I find the icon or is that anything more I need? Correct? Nothing much. You just go to your desktop. Then why did you say I need to install JDK? Was it for C? Not required. Generally JDK isn't required because it will be available on your personal edition. It will be there by default. Do that? I'm not sure why. I went to the README and it told just click on the install one. I didn't want to. I thought I'll wait for you instead of doing something. Will this come in desktop or? You will have it directly on the desktop. I found three icons in the desktop. You just need to start your server first. Ready running. Any? It is A5 startup. Correct. This is nothing to do with the version which we are learning, isn't it? Because you can work in a lower version. Because nothing. Not much of changes. Which in the academy also you wouldn't find much of a difference from 8.5 and 8.6. No, however, if you Windows Defender has blocked some features. I think it's this one. Windows Defender Firewall has blocked some. When I was running the startup, I think I need to allow access. I think, isn't it? Because JavaXC is there. It's a X file. It is blocking it, I think. But Java is needed, isn't it? For the first time, it might be taking a lot of time, isn't it? Yes. Are you ready or? I'm still. Generally, I wouldn't shut down the server because when I need, it takes a lot of time, isn't it? I wouldn't generally do it. Today I do. And it's also difficult to go through the complete session once again. Because you do not know if you miss one click. That creates a gap there. You should go back then check again. That's how we do it. That's true. That's very true. You told me to do all the exercises. What are there in the syllabus, isn't it? It's very important to do those. In the academy what you. Most importantly, the quizzes. The quizzes at the end of each module are very important. You meant the quizzes because sometimes they have exercises, isn't it? That's a bit. Challenges they have, correct. Challenges you will be able to cover it up quickly because they give some step-by-step instructions. They would give and that you can do it very quickly. Not a problem. But going to. Once you have the software. Correct. And that too for PJ can just do it in your cloud instance. If you have the access to it, you can just look at the cloud instance and you can work on the exercises. Sorry, what does that mean? Where do I get the access to cloud instance? In the PEGA Academy only. Once you register to your PCBA course. Once you start looking at the course, you'll have missions and challenges. It's the theory part. You get to see videos, quizzes, and all of that. Whereas challenge is the actual practical implementation. Inside the challenge, you can work on the PEGA's Cloud Edition there. You would have an option open in PGA Cloud that launches. They will let you access that. Correct. They will give all the prerequisites for launching your exercise system. I thought you need to download this edition personal. Because sometimes they don't let easily to download that. I thought this was. You can do it directly on the cloud instance only. Correct? Because there the application is already built. They would only give a challenge related to one specific topic. That was my question. Other day I was going on this one and they gave me. They are giving the password and username. Correct. I was thinking, where is the background for this one? That's what you mean. And you need to go to the cloud instance and do that. Correct. Cloud instance will have all the prerequisites. You don't need to do anything like. They have designed it for training. Exactly. Only for the practice version. Everything is already in and built there. You can just, look after that. If it's only for that one specific topic. Otherwise, if you wanted to start it from scratch, look after the application creation and all. You can use the personal edition. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.